Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. So this is going to be a prom eye look tutorial. This is actually a very neutral look, believe it or not, so you can definitely wear whatever cheek color with this and lip colors. I didn't want to be too specific on that. But yeah, this is a neutral look that will go with any dress color, I think. Basically, the rule of thumb for this is if you can wear silver accessories or diamond accessories, whether they're, you know, real or rhinestones, this will definitely go with that. And I used all drugstore products to do this look with. I'll have them listed in the link below. And if you guys do this look, which is actually a look that I've had on my Instagram for a while, I did this look also for New Year's. I would love if you could tag me in it so that I could see it. But yeah, if you guys want to see how to do this look, keep on watching. It might be a little bit of a longer video because I'm going to talk you through everything. And yeah, so keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so this is the look we're going for, and I've already got my right eye done, so let's get started on the left. Now on the left, I'm going to start off by priming, and this is so that it lasts all night, and I'm using the HD Primer by NYX, which is an awesome drugstore one. But if you can't get a hold of this, because I know NYX is not sold everywhere, Palladio Herbal Eyeshadow Primer is also a really good one. So I'm just going to apply this all over the lid, basically all over the eye. You don't need to put any at the bottom because I didn't apply any kind of eyeshadow down at the bottom. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to be starting from the brow down, and for my brow, I'm going to apply, for highlight, I'm going to apply this color right here, and it's from the Wet n Wild Vanity palette, but they do sell this color on its own as a single. I think it's called Creme Brulee, and it's like $1 something. So I'm going to be using the same fluffy brush for most of these because I don't want to use too many brushes, but this is a London Soho brush, and it looks like that. Then I'm just going to apply this under the brow and work it down a bit. Next, I'm going to go in with a crease color, and this is a color that I actually use every single day on my eyebrows and on my crease because it's the most amazing brown, and I like it more than I like some of the browns that I have from MAC. This is a Maybelline single eyeshadow, and it's in Nutmeg. Looks like that. It's an awesome brown color. So again, using that same brush, I'm just going to apply this into the crease. And this is just going to be the preliminary layer because we're going to add some more after we add the silver base. Okay, you just want to diffuse this. And when you're using a fluffy brush like this, you want to use light strokes because the harder you go, the more the color will stay stuck in one spot and it's not going to spread. So you want to use a very light hand. Okay, so next I'm going in with the base, and the base that I'm using is this one right here. It's called Silver Streak, and it's a Maybelline color tattoo, if that'll focus. And you just want to apply this on the lid and make sure that it's an even coat. These things are super creamy, but they last all day. They spread super nice, but then once they set, they're there for a while. And if you don't want to go all crazy with the glitter, you can honestly just keep this as your silver, not put glitter on it, and it still would look awesome. So just some things to consider. Well, actually I think this was fine without using the brush. And I'm touching up the brown here. This time I'm going to use a little bit more force because I want this to be dark. And then in the outer corner going into the crease, I'm going to be using a matte black eyeshadow. This is Panther by Wet n Wild. I've used it in a couple of tutorials before. The lid broke, but it looks like that's an awesome matte black eyeshadow. And then using that same fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with that black, and I'm applying it in the outer corner and a bit into the crease. And then just blending everything together. Remember, light hands. So like I said, this looks pretty nice like this, so you don't have to add glitter if you don't want to. You can leave it like that. But the next step is going to be to do a preliminary eyeliner line with a pencil, and the one that I'm using is the Milani Liquify black eyeliner pencil. I love these because they transfer onto the skin so easily, and once they're on the skin they last. They're not that great in the water lines they run, but on skin it's awesome. So just a very thin little line. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to put glitter over that, and that's just sort of as a guide for when we put the liquid liner on. So next we're going to use glitter, and the one that I'm using is the NYX Silver Glitter, and it looks like that. It's so pretty. And I'm using the Sally Girls glue adhesive, glitter adhesive, and I'm going to show you guys how to use that. Okay, so on a plate or like a mixing palette, you want to apply a little bead of that. This actually might be too much. And then you want to pour 2 times as much as that of the glitter on it and mix it together. Okay, and then you want to pat, and you want to keep this on the lid. I have a tiny lid, so I'm just keeping it to that tiny little piece I have right there. You don't want it in the crease. Do not get it in the crease or in your folds. So pat that on. And try not to go over the black. You just kind of want it in the inner and middle third, not on the outer third. So it's a very restricted area we're keeping this, to keep it subtle. Okay, so allow that to dry for a little bit before we move. Okay, now that that's a little dry, we're gonna do our black liner, and I'm using liquid liner. You can use gel liner if you're good at it, but I don't suggest pencil liner because it's not going to transfer well on top of the glitter because it's sort of a rough surface. That's why we did the little outline before, just so that it's very close to the lashes. So I'm using a liquid liner, and this one is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, one of my favorite drugstore liners. And just and you can stop it short, or you can make a wing like I'm going to do. And fill it in. Now, I'm not applying anything to my lower lash line or my lower waterline because the top is very dramatic, and honestly by the end of the night it'll run or it'll gunk up in your corner. So you really don't want anything there. I think this looks fine just like that. But I am going to tightline my upper lash line just because, my upper waterline, just because I don't like to see that little piece of skin underneath the eyeliner. So just like that, lightly. And if any gets on the lower lid, you know, any residual eyeliner, you can just clean it off with a Q-tip. Okay, so the next step is the lashes, and this is before you do your mascara. So the lashes that I'm going to be using, because I think that they are the easiest for beginners, and honestly I like them better than using an actual full lash, is the individual lashes. They're foolproof, super easy to put on, and you can adjust it and customize it however you want. You can make them thicker, you can make them thinner. The only thing is that a pack of these is more expensive than just buying a regular one. I think buying a regular one is like $5–6. This is probably $10–11. So that's something to keep in mind. But they're super easy to put on, and I'm going to show you how I do that because it can be a little tricky. But they're a lot easier than putting on a whole band. Okay, so the best way to put these on is use a pair of tweezers, and then exactly how you pull it on, because this is how I got a little messed up when I first tried it. Exactly how you pull it off is exactly how you're going to put it on. You don't flip your hand over or anything. You pull it off, that's exactly how you put it on. Okay, and then you're going to apply glue. Oh, what I do is I use a duo adhesive glue. I recommend the dark one because if you put the clear one, you're gonna have to go over the band again, and I honestly think the eyeliner came out perfect to be messing it up. So I use the dark one, and what I do is I put a little glob of this on just the plastic of this, the corner, just like that, and then I'm just gonna tap the end of this just a little bit, and all I have to do is blow on it. Unlike an actual, you know, band of mascara of lashes, of full lashes, you don't have to wait 30 seconds because since this is a tiny little glob, it's gonna dry pretty fast. It's gonna get tacky. Okay, so you wanna place it at the edge and make sure that it's meshing into your eyelashes. That glue little spot will dry, and luckily it's black. And yeah, so start at the edge and then work your way in. You can make them as thick as you want them. You can put it as little as you want. I normally, on a regular day basis, I'll put like 3 at the end, and it just gives a nice little lift. But since this is, you know, an event and you want to look nice, you can put a lot more. I just don't suggest passing the inner third because your eyelashes need to sort of gradiate from short to long, and these are all the same length. So it's going to look weird if you go all the way in, but definitely fluff up the outside of it. Okay, so I applied about 5 of them and I stopped towards the middle. Now, you want to let this dry for a minute or 2 before we go on to the next step. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so the reason you need to let these lashes, you know, make sure that you give them enough time to dry and set is because the next step is to curl our lashes, so our real lashes and our fake lashes, and you don't want them falling off when you do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl that, real and fake, all together so that they mesh in more naturally. And then the final step is to add mascara to your upper and lower lashes. And that's the final look. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys have an awesome and safe prom. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys later. Bye!